Even if you can beat them, join them. One of the things I'm most proud in my career is that early on in my crowdfunding endeavor about 10 years ago, we created a community around the idea of bringing crowdfunding to Brazil. And through that community, I got to meet my competitors, the people who were to be my competitors in the near future, right? One of those future companies caught my attention, and I went to check the founders out. I saw their profiles on social media, I saw their blogs, and I saw the photos they were sharing, and they just looked like great artists. One of them, Thiago, was creating incredible products, like physical products, skateboards, etc., using bamboo and other sustainable materials. The other one, Rodrigo, he was doing photography in a great way. He was like taking amazing photographies and videos and sharing them. And I thought, wow, first of all, these guys are menacing to our business. If from all the potential competitors I've seen so far, those are the ones that I think can do some harm. I immediately reached out to them. I immediately went and said, let's talk. And we got together, we talked about merging even before the both of us launched, just because we hit it off. It seemed like we shared the mission, right? At the time, we decided not to merge because we were both really attached to the name of the company we were creating, to the way we were creating the companies, which were similar but slightly different. But I think we were not ready to merge. I remember the name being one of the biggest challenge. They really loved their name, we really loved our name, and we didn't want to change them. So what happened was that in the process of climbing the mountain towards having crowdfunding in Brazil and having successful platforms in Brazil, we actually launched first and they didn't. They were having trouble with their developers. I have been doing software development for a while, not myself, but working directly with developers for a while, and I knew how to execute the software part. A couple of months after we launched, I reached out again and we talked again about merging. And then I did something I'm really proud of, which was I said, okay, let's launch both websites under your name and under our name. We were already live, so we will use the same core technology to launch the two websites. And that turned out to be a great strategical move on our end, because we got rid of the objection around the name and the brand, etc., etc. They were already doing great branding, even though they didn't have a platform yet. So we decided, let's launch your platform as even a potential competitor, and then if the two work separately, let's keep both of them live. If one works better than the other, then we shut one down and keep the one that works. And that allowed us, most of all, to join efforts. And when I said in the beginning that even if you can beat them, join them, I was thinking about the fact that we would probably have won the battle, because execution around product is so important and we were so much better at it that we would probably have won. But the decision to join efforts and to actually go out of our way to make sure we would join effort, it was a really hard project to launch the two platforms. And in the end, our platform had the better brand. We shut down the second one. So the move was more about joining efforts than anything else. And even if with us better positioned to win at the game, the consequence is huge, because guess who is the CEO of the company now and has been for many years now? Rodrigo, the guy from the other platform, and who could have been our competitor, maybe our biggest competitor. So sometimes even if you are going to win, maybe joining effort with the people who share your vision, right? There's nobody else in the world, at least in our case, there was nobody else in the world that believed in crowdfunding more than us. And by us, I mean the community around crowdfunding. And everybody needs more talented people and engaged people to grow. And sometimes it's better to join effort with your competitors than to crush them, like they say. How does that resonate with your experience?